In this edition of Back in History, we present to you the profile of Bishop Matthew Hassan Kukah, Catholic Bishop of Sokoto State of Nigeria. We present his birth, parentage, education, pastoral assignments, his time at the Oputa Panel, and his numerous calls and advocacy for effective leadership in Nigeria, his country of birth. Welcome to this edition of Back in History. Father Matthew Hassan Kukah, as he is still fondly called by many, was born on 31st August 1952. At the time of the making of this video in 2024, he is 72 years old. By the provisions of the 1983 Code of Canon Law, Catholic bishops are to retire at the age of 75, and if our calculation is right, Bishop Kukah is billed to retire in 3 years' time. When he retires from the office of bishop, his services will still be needed by the church in such capacity as the Pope and his local ordinary at the time may require of him. Bishop Matthew Hassan Kukah was born in Zango Katav local government area in southern Kaduna State of Nigeria. When he came of age for enrollment in school, he was enrolled at St. Fidelis Primary School, Zagum. Here he obtained his first school leaving certificate. He then proceeded to secondary school. He gained admission into St. Joseph's Minor Seminary Zaria, a Catholic-run secondary school and preparatory ground for young men aspiring for the Catholic priesthood and for the general training of future secular leaders. Kukah graduated from the junior seminary with the West African Senior School certificate. He then opted to make a career in the Catholic priesthood. He applied to his bishop and went through the preliminary phases of recruitment and was found worthy to be admitted into the senior seminary. This is how he was admitted into St. Augustine's Major Seminary, Jos, Plateau State, where he first studied philosophy, and upon completion of his philosophical studies, he was recommended by his formators to proceed to study sacred theology. Kukah also has a diploma in religious studies from the University of Ibadan in southwestern Nigeria. Kukah undertook his studies diligently and combined them with apostolic assignments from time to time and in many parts of the north within his home diocese. Done with his philosophical and theological studies, and upon being found worthy in character and learning, he was recommended to his bishop for ordination to the Catholic priesthood. On 19th December 1978, Kukah was ordained a Catholic priest. In 1980, Father Kukah earned a master's degree in peace studies from the University of Bradford in the United Kingdom. Kukah was still hungry for more education. He applied for and was admitted into the School of Oriental and African Studies of the University of London, where he earned his PhD. Kukah has also undertaken studies at the University of Oxford in the United Kingdom and also at the Harvard University in Cambridge, Massachusetts, in Greater Boston, in the United States of America. Between 2003 and 2004, he earned a master's degree in public policy from the Harvard Kennedy School of Government. Back home in Nigeria, Kukah served in various pastoral capacities in his home archdiocese of Kaduna and later served in various capacities in Abuja Diocese following the establishment of the diocese in Nigeria's new Federal Capital Territory. Between 1978 to 1979, he served as lecturer and Dean of Students Affairs, St. Augustine Seminary, Jos. Between 1977 and 1978, he served as Associate Parish Priest, Kaduna. Between 1981 to 1982, he served as Rector of the Junior Seminary, Zaria. From 1982 to 1986, he served as Pastoral Assistant to Cardinal Dominic Ekanem in the Catholic Diocese of Abuja. From 1990 to 1993, Father Kukah served as Deputy Secretary General of the Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria. From 1994 to 2000, he served as the Secretary General, Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria. He served in these capacities when Nigeria was under military dictatorships. Kukah made his voice heard even in those dark days of the military. Nigeria returned to democratic rule in 1999 with Chief Olusegun Obasanjo as the elected president of the country. Fully aware of the complaints of human rights violations in the many years of Nigeria's military interregnum, Obasanjo then thought it wise to set up a Truth and Reconciliation Commission for the country. Persons of proven integrity were appointed into the commission, and one of the persons so appointed was Father Matthew Hassan Kukah, as he was popularly called at the time. The appointment was done in 1999, and the commission sat till 2002. The commission was officially known as Human Rights Violations Investigation Commission. It was otherwise known as Oputa Panel, named after its chairman, the highly revered Justice Chukwudifo Oputa, who had spent several years on the Supreme Court's bench till his retirement before his appointment to the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. Although Father Kukah was already a known name in Nigeria, his membership of the Oputa Panel made him to be known even more. He offered his wealth of knowledge and experience to the panel to the admiration of many, and in his bid to keep behind for posterity the activities of the panel in printed form, he published the book titled Witness to Justice, an Insider's Account to Nigeria's Truth Commission, which remains an authoritative account of the work of the commission. Done with the Oputa Panel, Father Kukah was appointed by his home bishop as the Vicar General of the Archdiocese of Kaduna. In the hierarchy of the Catholic Church, the Vicar General is the highest official in a diocese after the bishop. He is the person responsible for the diocese's administrative and pastoral care and can stand in for the bishop in his absence. Father Kukah served in this capacity from 2004 to 2011. In addition to his role as Vicar General, Father Kukah served as the parish priest of St. Andrew's Parish, Kakuri, Kaduna State from 2004 down to 2011. In 2005, Father Kukah was again called upon by the government of Nigeria to offer his services to the country. He was appointed by President Olusegun Obasanjo as chairman of Ogonishel Reconciliation, where he served for several years. From 2007 to 2009, Father Kukah was appointed as member of the Electoral Reforms Committee for Nigeria. Kukah was also appointed as the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council of Nasarawa State University, Kefi. He was also appointed as Deputy Chairman, Board of Trustees of the American University of Nigeria, Yola, in Adamawa State, Nigeria. He is also a member of several other bodies in Nigeria. Kukah served in these capacities and completed his assignments dutifully to the admiration of many. In 2011, Pope Benedict XVI appointed Father Kukah as the Catholic Bishop of Sokoto Diocese. The news of his appointment came with jubilation from several persons within and outside Nigeria. He was thereafter installed at the Cathedral of the Diocese of Sokoto as the local ordinary of the diocese in accordance with the rites of the Catholic Church. He has served in this capacity since his installation to date. As it was noted earlier, by the provisions of the canon law, he is expected to retire from the office of bishop once he reaches the age of 75. Bishop Kukah has not relented in his advocacy for a better Nigeria. He remains passionate about Nigeria and desires earnestly to see the transformation of the country for good. He lends his voice regularly to the many socio-political, socio-cultural, and socio-religious issues in Nigeria. He is a regular guest on television and radio houses. Universities have also found him a much sought-after convocation lecturer in the last couple of years. Bishop Kukah has friends from all sectors of Nigeria and beyond, and also has friends across religious boundaries. He identifies easily with the poor and vulnerable in society and also identifies with those in the middle and upper layers of the societal ladder. He holds his priestly calling with an abiding faith. It can rightly be said that Bishop Matthew Hassan Kukah has contributed his quota immensely in many aspects to the Nigerian society and beyond. He is a priest and social crusader. He remains a critical voice on national issues and has become the conscience of the Nigerian society. He spares no one in his criticism in his bid to have a better Nigeria. Bishop Kukah is well regarded in Nigeria, Africa, and across the world. Thanks for watching this edition of Back in History, and do remember to subscribe to this channel or follow the page for regular notification on every new video. I am your friend and host Ekemini, wishing you the best of time as you continue to accompany me on this mission for the documentation and preservation of the history of Africa.